Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the values of x and y that satisfy these two equations simultaneously. And of course, since x and y form the basis of logarithms, we are only going to be talking about positive values. Now, to solve this problem, we are going to start with the first equation, that is the logarithmic equation. Now, to simplify this equation, we must remember the logarithmic identity that says that log to base a of b is equal to 1 over log to base b of a. When we apply this identity to this first equation, this first term, we are going to leave it as it is, log to base x of y. But in this second term, instead of having log to base y of x, we are going to make this 1 over log to base x of y. Because of course, according to this identity, we know that this is exactly equal to this. And of course, this is equal to 26 over 5. Now you can see that we have the same unknown in both terms. Here we have log to base x of y, and here we have log to base x of y. So we can easily call log to base x of y d. And with this substitution, this equation is going to be d plus 1 over d is equal to 26 over 5. And of course, to get rid of these two fractions, we are going to multiply through the equation by 5 times d. D times 5d is going to give us 5d squared. 1 over d times 5d, d is going to cancel, leaving us with 5. And 26 over 5 times 5d, 5 is going to cancel, leaving us with 26d. Now, to rearrange this quadratic equation, we have 5d squared minus 26d plus 5 is equal to 0. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Let us use the table method. The factors of 5d squared will be d and 5d. And the factors of 5 will be 5 and 1. But because of this negative sign, let us make this minus 5 and minus 1. Of course, you know that minus 5 multiplied by minus 1 is still going to give us plus 5. When we multiply this by this, we have minus d. And when we multiply this by this, 5d times minus 5 is minus 25d. Minus d plus minus 25d is going to give us minus 26d. So we have that the factors of this quadratic equation will be d minus 5 and 5d minus 1. And of course, this is going to be equal to 0. Now, you know that when we have a situation like this, it simply means that either d minus 5 is equal to 0 or 5d minus 1 is equal to 0. Adding 5 to both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to 5. From here, we have that 5d is equal to 1. And dividing both sides of this equation by 5, d is equal to 1 over 5. But let us remember that log to base x of y is equal to d. So here we have that log to base x of y is equal to 5. And of course, you know that this statement simply means that x to the power 5 is equal to y. X to the power 5 is equal to y. So y is equal to x to the 5th power. Once more, from here we have that log to base x of y is equal to 1 over 5. Once more, this means that x to the power 1 over 5 is equal to y. So we have that y is equal to x to the power 1 over 5. So from the logarithmic equation, we have that either y is equal to x to the power 5 or y is equal to x to the power 1 over 5. But let us remember that x times y is equal to 64. And from this equation, we have that y is equal to 64 over x. So here we have that 64 over x is equal to x to the power 5. To solve this equation, we cross multiply. Here we have x to the power 1, that is this, multiplied by x to the power 5, that is this, is equal to 64 times 1, which is 64. When you see this, let us remember the law of indices. A raised to the power m multiplied by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. So when we have the same base, we can simply add the exponents. And of course, 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. So we have that x raised to the power 6 is equal to 64. Now, to find the value of x, we must raise both sides of this equation to power 1 over 6. That is, we have x to the power 6 raised to the power 1 over 6 is equal to 64 raised to the power 1 over 6. Because remember also that when we have a raised to the power m raised to the power n, that this is simply equal to a raised to the power m multiplied by n. And of course, 6 times 1 over 6 is going to give us 1. And x raised to the power 1 is x. That is what we are looking for. So from here, we have that x is equal to the 6th root of 64. Because you know that this is equal to the 6th root of 64. If we write this in radical form, it's going to be the 6th root of 64. So the question is now, what are we going to multiply by itself 6 times to give us 64? And of course, the answer is 2. Because we know that 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 64. That is 2 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So we found the value of x to be equal to 2. Now to find the value of y, we go back to this. So y is going to be equal to 64 over 2, which is the value of x. And of course, this is equal to 32. So here we have that x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 32. This is the first value of x and y that satisfy both equations simultaneously. In the second case, we do exactly the same thing. We have that y is equal to x to the power 1 over 5. And of course, from here, we have that y is equal to 64 over x. So this is 64 over x is equal to x to the power 1 over 5. Once more, we cross multiply. We have that x to the power 1, that is this, multiplied by x to the power 1 over 5 is equal to 64 times 1, which of course is equal to 64. Once more, we have the same basis, so we simply add the exponents. So this is x to the power 1 plus 1 over 5 is equal to 64. This is x to the power 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1. This is 6 over 5, and this is equal to 64. Once more, the question becomes, to what power are we going to raise both sides of this equation so that on the left-hand side we have x to the power 1? And of course, you know that that power is going to be the reciprocal of this power. So what we are going to do is that we are going to raise both the left-hand side and the right-hand side of this equation to power 5/6. That is, we have x to power 6/5 to power 5/6 is equal to 64 to power 5/6. Because we go back to this, you know that 6/5 multiplied by 5/6 is equal to 1. So this is equal to 64 to power 5/6. And of course, in radical form, this is equal to the 6th root of 64 raised to power 5. And we've already found that the 6th root of 64 is 2. So this is equal to 2 raised to power 5. That is 2 multiplying itself 5 times, and that is going to be 32. And once more, now that we found that x is equal to 32, to find y, we go back to this formula. We have that y is equal to 64/32, which of course is equal to 2. So the second values of x and y that satisfy these two equations simultaneously is going to be x (32) and y (2). The first is 2 and 32, and the second is 32 and 2. Now, to check for the correctness of the values that we calculated, we can very easily substitute 2 for x and 32 for y in the logarithmic equation. When we do that, this equation becomes log to base 2 of 32 plus log to base 32 of 2. But of course, you know that 32 is 2 raised to power 5. So this is log to base 2 of 2 raised to power 5. And of course, you know that 2 is the 5th root of 32. So this is log to base 32 of 32 to the power 1/5. Now, let us remember that log to base a of a to power b is simply equal to b. So this, that is log to base 2 of 2 to power 5 is simply equal to 5. And log to base 32 of 32 to power 1/5 is simply equal to 1/5. 5 times 5 is 25 plus 1, 26/5, which is exactly what we have on the right hand side. And of course, you know that when we substitute x equal to 32 and y equal to 2, that is the second point that we calculated, we are going to have this exact same equation. The only thing is that this is now going to come first while this comes second. And with that, we come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.